The train industry makes and has made a lot of money in the past. This is because trains are the first mode of long transportation people used, meaning this industry has supplied jobs for hundreds of years. They could get good paying full time jobs at these regular train stations. However, the number of jobs could be increased greatly with the construction of more high speed rails. High speed trains already exist in many countries other than the United States. Some countries have even been using high speed trains since the 1960s, like Japan, when they built the first high speed train named Shinkansen. Economically, building a high speed rail system in the United States would benefit us. Not only would this make thousands of new construction jobs to build the rails and the stations, it would also make around 450,000 jobs in total, some part time, some full time, but most of them well paying. Also, this mode of transportation allows for a quick and more affordable way for customers to travel. It would also be more cost effective for the future than continuing to spend time and energy on finding a new fuel alternative for when the world runs out of oil and gas. Economically, high speed rails would be good for the U.S. Train systems have always had a positive social impact on society. They allow people to be able to travel the country and see family, business trips, transporting goods, and more. I think that this has gotten people closer together and able to feel more connected to each other because we can make the trip from one side of the country to another. With high-speed trains, this has done the same thing but to a greater extent. If somebody in New York wants to see somebody in Los Angeles, a high-speed train could make the trip in around 20 hours versus 80 hours on a regular train. Along with the efficiency benefits, high-speed trains are much safer than driving long distance or even flying. There have been developments in high-speed rails where they are now using magnetic technology to get trains up to the speed of 440 miles per hour. So far, only 3 countries, China, Japan, and South Korea, have these maglev trains because they are expensive to make and less safe. But with how fast technology is advancing, eventually these trains will become safer and a more common mode of transportation in the future. I think high-speed rails would improve our lives because a lot of people prioritize efficiency and simplicity, and the high-speed rails are both. With less time waiting in the terminal and less time on the train in total, it would cut down the ride by up to 4 times. The biggest negative impact about the first models of trains were the negative effects they have on our environment. However, soon newer models were created, getting better and better for the environment, eventually leading to the high-speed train. The high-speed train uses electric propulsion technology instead of using oil like airplanes and cars. Electricity is an energy carrier, so it can use a mix of geothermal, hydro, solar, and wind energy. Without changing out our oil-using habits soon, it could devastate the global economy with countries fighting over the world's last oil reserves. High-speed rails offer an alternative mode of transportation that is faster than what we have now and around the same price as a flight, which makes it a better deal overall. One environmental positive that would also be considered an economic positive is the fact that this would be more cost-effective in the long run because of the amount of money it takes to make just a gallon of oil for a plane.